Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm with ACP Planners, and I'm with our member, Robert Reed from Partnership Financial. Thank you for being here.
Happy to be here.
So, Robert, I wanted to ask you, how did you become a fee-only financial planner?
I was a college professor, and I lived in Ohio, which has a state teacher's pension, and it was so confusing. And they had 403Bs, and that was so confusing. And my wife was a professor also, and I went, I have a PhD, I'm a Fulbright fellow, I should be able to understand this stuff. So I took some time, figured it out, basically set us up, we were fine. And then what happened is that we would go to faculty events, and other faculty would come up to me and they'd say, rumor has it that you figured out the system. Could you help me? I just want to get tenure. So I started helping out friends. And after teaching for about 10 years, I was ready for a change. And my wife said to me, you know, dear, people keep saying they'll pay you money to do this. You may want to look at that.
Nice.
So that's how it happened.
So what made you choose the Alliance of Cambridge Advisors, now the Alliance of Comprehensive Planners?
I was doing my training, and I was talking to a fellow good friend of mine as we were going out, and I said, I just want to work with people like me, you know, college professors, middle-income people. And being a social scientist, I'd gone out and interviewed various financial planners, how their business worked, and they were all going, oh, you can't make money off people. I go, 1 to 3 million, that's the sweet spot. And I was, okay. And so I was talking to my friend and this experience I had, and he said, you go talk to Jill Gianola, she's a member of the Alliance of Cambridge Advisors. And I went and talked to Jill, and Jill said, oh, of course you can make money this way. And then she introduced me to ACA at the time, and it went from there.
So how long have you been a member?
2001, so 13 years now.
And what keeps you with ACP?
Well, it's changed with my experience. Early on, Bert used to joke that it was a practice in a box. You take the training and you're all set up to begin. So it's an incredible time saver right there, and especially for a career changer like me. If you want to talk about 19th century anthropological theory, I was your guy. But you start talking about annuity stuff, and I was going, there's a lot to learn. And so early on, it was the training, it was someone to talk to, people to commiserate with, why isn't anyone coming to my door, that type of stuff. Well, with that help, the business started to grow very well. And so I didn't need the training as much. Things come up that you've never seen before, and you make friends in the organization. And so I know that if some bizarre client brought in this bizarre life insurance policy, I'm going, what is this crazy thing? There's people I can call saying, have you ever seen anything like this before? So that's still there, but increasingly it's the organization has given me so much that I'm now on the training committee and an instructor, and every time I come, I pick up new stuff. Right now it's more on growing the business. My business is growing awful big, and it's getting to that kind of tip over point to where I'm looking at, well, am I going to be wanting to do less financial planning and more running a financial planning business? I'm going through this period of my professional life where, quite frankly, a lot of businesses stall or fail. Well, now I have people I can talk to who have done this before, said, oh, you may want to think about this, you may want to think about that. 2013, I merged my firm, at the time, Reed Financial, with Partnership Financial.
Okay.
So, we were talking to a lot of Cambridge folks about how do you do this? Now that has gone very well, and now we're looking at actually growing the firm even more. Well, so we were talking to people today about should we reorganize our firm as a sub-S, on. So yeah, there's always stuff.
And so if we could just close, what is the best thing about being a financial planner?
Two answers to that.
Okay.
First is having your own business, which I just made a lifestyle choice. I wanted to have a business that I could walk away in the middle of the afternoon when my kids have a volleyball game. That was going to be important to me. I didn't want to have the type of business that I wouldn't see my family, because I don't understand the point of having a business like that. The other thing I like about actually doing the financial planning is there's a lot of intellectual stimulation, because things come up that you've never seen before. But it allows me to keep on teaching, and I
Nice.
love to teach.
Well, that's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.